Hello, everybody. Looks like we got quite a few joining us tonight. I got the Dark Lord with me tonight. How are you doing tonight, Dark Lord?
I'm a little upset, Terry. I'm a little bit upset.
Well, what are you upset about? I'll give you the floor. What's got your goat?
Well, not too long ago, I made a deal with Jose Maria de Castro for his pathetic little soul. I gave him 40,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel and a pair of these red glasses that I get from my own Dollar Generals. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. I am responsible for the Dollar Generals. You notice how they just pop up out of nowhere? And now he is out in my name, spreading lies so pathetically, so much worse than what I taught him how to do. And he's making a mockery of me, the father of lies, with his pathetic attempts to try to be me. Don't worry, I was looking forward to coming to Ashland and removing his soul and taking it with me in lava-coated torture cuffs, where my minions will pry his little butt cheeks apart so that I may pee into his butt.
So are you telling?
We will be getting you.
Are you worried that maybe you got a little more competition than you thought out of Chille?
He's no competition. He's a pathetic little weasel. His little pathetic soul wasn't even worth the little red glasses I gave him.
Well, I tell you what, it sure is a pleasure to have the father of lies on here. I have to admit, I'm kind of honored. I didn't think I'd have such wonderful, popular people, show up tonight. So I appreciate you being here, for sure.
Well, I'm going to turn it over to Sovereign Soul. He let me use his camera for a few moments just to air my disgruntled grievances against this pathetic little worm until I come to take your soul from you. And so I will turn it back over to him. I have a meeting with John Podesta and Klaus Schwab, and we're going to be playing a round of golf together.
Well, you have a good evening, and know you're welcome here anytime.
I will do, Terry. I'll go get Sovereign Soul.
All right, I appreciate you. Thank you. All righty, guys, there you have it, the father of lies himself. I have someone backstage. I want to bring her up real quick. Everybody say hello and welcome to Navy Girl. How you doing this evening?
Hey, Terry, how are you?
Oh, I'm good for nothing but guaranteed good for it, as I always say.
Bless your heart. Bless your heart. Boy, that was dark.
Yes, the Dark Lord himself.
I dressed up, though.
Oh, yes, I love the shirt. Nice one.
I just wanted to say hi to you. I've been watching you for a while, and you're a real good guy.
Well, thank you.
Stand-up guy.
I don't know that I deserve those kind of comments, but of course I enjoy hearing them.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be a chili roast all night long on different channels. Poor thing.
Well, I tell you what, when we're done here, you definitely want to catch. I think the Mafia. Now you want to catch Kate's. You absolutely want to catch it.
I'll be there.
She has a surprise to open, and I think everybody's going to love it, and I know she is. So when she opens that box, I'm going to be over on Sovereign's channel. Tonight's Tinfoil Hat Tuesday, so I'll be there, but I'm going to try to talk him into maybe getting on, playing her live a little bit so we can see that box get open, because I would love to see that.
What's it called? Tin Hat Tuesdays?
Tinfoil Hat Tuesday. Every Tuesday.
Oh, that's funny.
Every Tuesday night at 9:30 p.m. we have a show on Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind, and we call it Tinfoil Hat Tuesday. And we'll bring you on, talk about your favorite conspiracy theory, and I'm not exactly sure, but let's see here. Sovereign, what is going to be our topic tonight on Tinfoil Hat Tuesday?
Seat's hot. Yeah, it was sitting here. He's Mr. Hot Ass. He made this seat hot.
He kept it warm for you, did he?
He did indeed. He left his red light going too, I see. But tonight we're going to talk about the Mandela effect. I think that's kind of interesting and something that
I've never heard of that.
You've never heard of the Mandela effect? Well, it's really quite interesting. There are
I've heard of Mandela.
Okay, well, it stems from this, that there are people that remember him dying in prison. And then there's other people that remember that he got out of prison and became president of South Africa and then died again. So the thing is like, I remember both of those timelines, because when he died the second time, I was like, wait a minute, I thought he was already dead.
Oh, I don't remember that.
To other things that people have seen that are really quite extraordinary, like storybooks, the Berenstain Bears. Whereas I remember them as the Berenstain Bears, they're now called Berenstain Bears, and they've always been called that. Now, the reason I know this is because I had a talking to by my principal in elementary school for making an off-color joke about Jewish bears. And so so I remember it was Steen, one of those things. And so there's many logos that have changed, apparently verses in the Bible. And this isn't just like new publications of things. People go back and look in a family Bible that they've seen, that they've had for their whole life. And there, where it says the lion shall lie with the lamb, it now says the wolf shall lie with the lamb. It's like, what, did somebody sneak out and change everybody's Bible, or what? There's stuff like that.
Something about me is 2 years ago, the love of my life passed away, and he was into all these conspiracy theories, like well, they might not be conspiracies, so don't yell at me. I'm just telling you like your birth certificate is really worth money. Chemtrails, Bigfoot, all of it. He would have probably loved y'all's channel. He would have watched it every day and then drove me crazy telling me about it. But
I'll tell you what, it's going to be a pretty interesting show, because I tie this into possible time travel. I mean, not going to get into too much right now, but there's some serious evidence of possible time travel, and that our timeline has been disrupted. So we're going to get into that, and I don't want to turn Terry into tinfoil hat Tuesday.
No, we won't do that. But there's what's the other one where people transform?
Oh, like the skinwalkers, and they are lycanthropy, like werewolves.
Believed in that stuff. Yeah, we fought constantly, because I'm not as much of a believer in that stuff. I don't fault people who are. It's just not my thing. But it's amazing all the things you see after he's passed. I'm like, oh, that son of a gun. There's a chemtrail. He's driving down the street.
An interesting thing about that, about like shapeshifters or whatnot, is I thought of, and this is a possibility. In order for me to appear as something else to you, I don't necessarily have to transform myself. I just merely have to transform your perception of me. Okay,
that makes sense. Yeah,
through like a type of low-level hypnotism or something,
Yeah.
All right, guys. Let me state that our guest of honor this evening is having a bit of trouble. He's going to be on here in just a little bit, so we're just kind of hanging out and BS until he gets here. So
it might be him now.
So let me ask you, Terry. Can I ask you a question? Like, when it came to the stuff with Chille, like, was it like you guys had a falling out? Is that kind of how it went, or
who's that address?
Well, when he was here for about a week and a half, he left and came back about 2 weeks later for about 8 hours. And what he was upset about was, I'll believe you at face value for a minute, but anytime that I have any doubts, I'll go start checking myself. And that's what I did. I started to ask questions around the YouTube community and a few contacts that I had that led me to all kinds. And, they started feeding me information about who he was and what he was really about from the back end, where he had been before. And I ran into Tina Slay, of course, and found out about all of that.
That's a sweet person.
And actually, he's the one that, he's the one that turned on me first. He was really upset that I was checking into what he had said, because he doesn't like for people to find out that he's just a lying schemer. You know, he doesn't like that at all. And, you know, and so when I started finding that out, he had seen somebody had screenshotted me being in Kate's chat. I was in there, and I thanked her for sending me a certain amount of information about him that she had sent me. And I just said, thanks for the information you sent me. That was the screenshot he got. And of course, you know, the it was a day or two later that he was on there, and or that he was here, I mean, and he was really upset with me. So he turned on me first and started a whole thing, and so that's how that happened. But it looks like my guest of honor is backstage at the moment. Let me do a little bit of backstory here. I have someone with us here that has sent us some information. We'll be going over that. And Chille, you know, he thinks that he is able to find out who is against him and who is for him, and he doesn't really know how many people in his camp, you know, are just there in order to bring us information, you know, in order to give him enough rope to hang himself. So tonight I'm going to introduce you to one of those people that has hung out in the back, you know, behind Chille's back for quite a while. And I think even Chille is going to be majorly surprised today when he finds out who this actually is. So I'm going to bring him up now. Hello, Johnny. How you doing tonight?
Hello. How's everybody doing?
Doing good, Jeff.
Some of y'all may know me because I go on you. Doing good, brother.
Go right ahead, Johnny. Tell us a bit about yourself and tell everybody who you are so that they'll know who you are.
Okay. I started out, I originally was, I guess you would say, hold on a second, Terry, I'm lagging here or something. I'm having bad crap. Hold on.
Take your time. We're in no hurry. We've got till like 9 o'clock, 9:30. We're good to go.
Okay. I'm going to turn my volume down a little bit. That helps. There we go. All right. I started out following a lot of people. I used to follow Kate's channel. I followed yours, and then I got to following Legicator. I used to be the #1 most hated troll on Chille's deal. I promise you. I could make him stop talking with some of the stuff that I would send. And I said, you know what? I said, what would be the greatest thing that anybody could do? And I saw what Irish Demon had done, okay? But I was already in that loop, and I said, yeah, somebody else is doing what I'm doing. Chille befriended me. He started sending me stuff, telling me what he was going to do in court, and he was going to do this. And man, it just kept going. So I had reached out to Terry to tell Terry, because I would get on people's live streams and defend Chille. And Terry knew that I was on there actually trying to gain his friendship. He's probably seeing this right now, so I guess I got to say this to him. Chille, you said nobody was smarter than you, but buddy, I am. Okay? So
I was just I just looked. He's live now, so he's not watching.
Don't worry. He's going to catch.
Oh, don't worry. You know his troll.
There's spies.
You know, let me tell you, I went on Kate's channel one day and went to do something, and dude, it was a matter of less than a minute. I was already he already sent me a deal going, what are you doing? You're on there. You're on there. And he started telling me that what I was doing was illegal. I'm going to go to jail. Last time I checked, as long as I'm not lying in a court of law, I can say whatever I want. It's my opinion.
What?
Oh, yeah.
It's illegal?
Yeah, it's illegal for someone to say, well, I think so-and-so did this, and I'll help you prove it. He said it's illegal to do that.
Well, I mean, after all, he is a constitutional law scholar who seems to know absolutely nothing about law.
Jack shit.
I will challenge him on this. I have a degree on my wall that says I have a degree in criminal justice, applied science. I also am working on becoming a licensed chemical dependency counselor, so I can argue both sides with him. I can argue his medical, and I can argue the criminal.
He's clueless.
Yeah, I just and it was hard because I reached out to Terry and I said, Terry, this is what I'm doing, and Terry was very, he responded, but I could tell he was kind of hesitant at first, and I understand. And then, I've spoke with Kate. I want to publicly say right now, anything that I have said or done on Kate's live stream, I apologize. It was all for a greater cause.
Well, Kate, Kate don't care.
Have you had the opportunity to speak to Kate, Johnny? Did you get a chance to talk with her?
Yeah, I've been chatting with her. We've been chatting back and forth, and she said that once you start sharing some of the stuff up there that I had given you, she was going to use it. I told her, I said, you don't even have to do that. When I'm done off of here, I'll go onto your live stream. I don't mind.
I think she'd probably love to have you. I assume she would anyway.
Oh, yeah.
I know I'm grateful that you came here for sure. I've been looking to drive a couple nails. Been looking to drive a couple nails into that coffin he's been building himself for months. So, I've had the opportunity here and there, but tonight I think it's going to be the final one.
Oh yeah, that's why I reached out to you, man. I could tell, and Sovereign, you don't cut that guy no slack either, brother. Hats off to you, bro.
Hey, somebody else was wondering why the devil lived in your house and why he wore your clothes, sir.
Oh, the devil?
Yeah. Well, his wife kicked him out for a little while.
Yeah, Johnny, you were late. We actually had the Dark Lord himself, Satan, the father of all lies, bitching at Chille for trying to outlie him. So,
Oh, yeah, that's true. No, actually, I took time out of what I'm doing. Y'all, I appreciate you, saying what we were doing. I'm actually down here helping real victims, people that were devastated by this storm.
Where you down in Florida? You down there in Florida?
Yes, sir.
Good for you.
Yeah,
man.
I'm a director over 3 different clinics, and my doctor and my staff, we came down here to help because, there's doctors down here, but they were displaced, they're in hurt. We seen almost 250 patients just yesterday, But to give you a little background of what I am, and Chille, I'm sure he's going to post it all over there. He won't find anything criminal. I promise you that, because I don't have a criminal record, but I'm an addict. For 15 years, I have been sober from pain pill addiction.
Good. 8 years.
Yeah. 8 years. And you know what I decided to do? I decided to take that knowledge of being sober, go to school and help other people. And now I head up an entire program for compliance for Suboxone treatment, helping people get sober and show them that you don't just use the drug, you use the tools that come with it and better your life.
That's right.
I know. I was a liquor.
Before we go much further, Before we go much further with that, I want to say thanks to Johnny, not only for coming here and not only for helping us expose Chille, but for being currently in Florida and actually providing real help to real people who need it.
Man,
Chille runs around the country acting like he's going to help a bunch of people, and all he does is leave chaos in his wake, and all he ever does is bring trouble to the people that he quote unquote helps. So I appreciate you, Johnny, for being a real man. Unlike some others, and being down there talking not only talking the talk, but walking the walk while you're doing it is appreciated. So thank you. And I know all the people.
Let me tell you this. We have in the Houston area, we have a lot of people that do First Amendment and Second Amendment. All of them know me. Every one of them. There's a couple of them I've supported with the radios, and that can, and it's a trunking system and it's digital. So that can get expensive, but I was able to, because I was tied to the towing community and had access to these radios. That's what kind of got me into the YouTube deal. I was behind the scenes helping these guys with the equipment. My family's in law enforcement. My oldest brother is a constable deputy, but he's also a chaplain as a constable deputy. And I've actually literally seen him come to a scene and write up a deputy and suspend them for violating someone's First Amendment to record and not be bothered.
Well, I tell you what, Johnny, I don't want to take your whole evening because I know you're a busy man. You're probably tired after doing everything that you do. So
Oh,
what
dude,
I'm
this
going
is
to
a
do is
great
I'm going to
cause.
have
I'm never tired for Chille to prove Chille wrong. I'm like Sovereign. I can get amped up on that.
Can I ask you a question? Somebody asked in the chat, what was your
Sure.
screen name on his channel?
Johnny Groman.
Johnny Roman.
Okay, yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I've always chatted on y'all's. Like the other night, my favorite phrase about Chille is, I think Chille would rather hear a fat boy butt fart than a pretty girl sing.
Oh, oh. Yeah.
That's a hell of a way to put it, but I'd say I probably have to agree with you right there.
Hey, if that's his lifestyle, so be it. I have to say something that I've watched Legicator say that Captain Chad said. I don't hate the guy because inside there probably is an intelligent person, but he's got something wrong up here that he has to have this. Pat me on the back. Pat me on the back. I don't know if he was just picked on or deprived or what.
He's a plastic person, okay, and
Okay, yeah,
a plastic American. That's what I call him. And it's these people that their only identity is the validation that they get from others, and that comes from like some kind of a created character. Like you look at his little progression of what the fuck he's been doing. He was the super necessary, whatever the fuck, super necessary human, and there he was trying to be irrelevant. That was going to be his thing. He's always looking for his thing instead of just being, you.
Yep.
He doesn't know who you is. He doesn't have any understanding of that. And so that's why he's so superficial on shit. He constantly is attacking the way people look. He equates material possessions with success. That kind of a thing. That's where he's at.
He always says he has to be so.
I just want to
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just want to go on record as saying that my friend the Dark Lord here told me earlier that he knows for a fact that Chille did kind of hurt his knee, but it was while he was on his knees for that. And he scooched over and hit a Lego or something, and that's all it took right there.
Hey guys,
I'll tell you what,
man. I have to give a quick shout out here. I have to give a quick shout out. I've seen that Kate is in our chat. I want to thank her for coming in. And also, if one of my mods could grab her channel link and please post it so that when we're done here, everybody can go over and catch her live. She has a box open tonight. As far as I know, she does not know what it contains. I know what's in it, and I can't wait for her to open it. It's going to be a great moment in YouTube history. So, everybody make sure you get over there and see that as soon as we're done here. I'm sorry, Johnny. I didn't mean to cut you off there. You go right ahead.
No, absolutely not. I've been seeing that. That's why I kind of just threw in there real quick. Thanks, Kate. Because, Kate had said to me, she said, there's no need to apologize for something it's said in a chat room, but that's not me. Terry, you have talked to me on the phone. You can tell that I'm a person, when I do something wrong, I'm going to apologize. I'm not just going to say, well, it's not a big deal. I do that. And it was hard for me to do this because what I was doing was against everything I stood for. But I said, how can I help the best way? Instead of just, hating on him, just show what he does behind the scenes. And that's it.
I wanted to comment on something you said. That you were over on Kate and like right away he came at
right away. Oh yeah, Terry will tell you. I sent the screenshot. He sent me one and says, "What are you doing?" Blah blah blah. But it gets better. I instantly said, "I'm not on there. That's not me. I'm not even in town." And I said, "That's got to be somebody hacked my account." And he believed it.
Well, you have to think as somebody who spends all their time when they're not live streaming, trolling. He's trolling. That's what trolling is. And he's screenshotting followers.
And he also.
And I mean, it's like you've committed the most. It's unbelievable. I just don't understand how anybody can have that much fun with
his mods do it as well.
Navy girl, he's like East Germany. He's exactly like East Germany was, right? Where like 1 out of every 3 fucking citizens was a Stasi agent, right? And they're all narking each other out and shit. That's what was going on just to get favoritism from the master.
That know? and another good one for Chille is Chille's got Napoleon syndrome.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, I propose that we stop calling him Chille. Chilito is one thing. We've been talking about calling him Mimi because he's all about me.
Hey, I like the way Bits says it, sweetie.
Yeah. And then his devout followers can be known as like Chillidiot.
Yeah.
That was from Crypto.
Yeah, hey, you know the phrase that you could put on T-shirts, don't be a Chille? It could probably sell millions. Don't be a Chille.
I got this cool T-shirt when I was in for the fight. Oh, look at
there you go.
Just like it. That's my brother from another mother there.
Yeah.
I gotta do it. I gotta do one thing, Terry. If you're watching, everybody watching, take your finger and hit that button. Hit the button. Just tap the button. Tap that button right there. Tap that button right there. Oh my God. He you know, I've had people, I can't say who their names are because of course they're in the medical profession. They said seriously, he needs some serious help, man. You know, because he just flips, man.
Well, that shit, you know, he's the kid that threw the tantrum and mom bought him the toy for it. That's the kid right there.
Oh yeah. Wow. And I'm gonna tell you, and I'll say this, I'm not afraid, and this is not about Chille. This is about other people in the Houston area. He's reached out to them. I know he has, and I know each one of them have said, dude, don't want no part of that. Don't mess with Kate. Leave her alone.
I wouldn't,
you know,
I wouldn't fuck with her.
Dude, why do you think I apologized to her for one reason? I said, I don't care if it's okay or not. I'm apologizing. You know, I don't want her on my case.
I'm a vet, and I wouldn't mess with her.
No.
Well,
it's just, you know what? To sum it up real easy, Kate is real. You see what you get. You know,
Amen.
She's true. She's not fake. And she, you know, hey, she just calls bullshit like it is.
Well, you know, Johnny, I've heard, now this is something that gets me is, you know, we've all seen that he acts very, very childish on his streams and when he's ranting and bitching and complaining and whatnot. Hey, Jeebus, what's happening? So,
hello, Jeebus.
The thing that gets me is about this, not only being catty like that, but then behind the scenes trying to be manipulative and coerce people into doing shit that's essentially illegal. You know, like, here, I wrote this statement for you to sign, and you know, shit like that. I think who was it, Frog Boy, or what's that guy's name, Turtle Boy? He did a video talking about that, and I just happened to catch that, and I was like,
hey, he records, because when he would call me, he would say, hold on for a second, and it showed me go on hold, then he'd come back on. I'm not stupid. I know he was recording me, but I'll say anything I said on that recording, because every time he would say, will you go to court with me? Absolutely. Did I go? No. Did I answer my phone? No. You know, come on.
Right.
Now, if I went and lied in a court, yeah, that's illegal. But I never did a statement. I've never done a deposition. And this guy's a law scholar. Does he understand that I don't care if you got 1,000 depositions, if it is not done where the opposite side has a chance to challenge anything, that it's admissible. You can't bring it in.
That's right.
You know.
Hey Johnny, let's see if this will be acceptable. I think what I'll do is I'll have David share the information that you sent us. I'll have you talk us through what we're looking at, and then of course, and then of course, since Jeebus is here, since he was kind of up in there a bit too, I guess he can confirm or deny whether he has or has not seen or heard such things. And did you have something to say before we got started, Jeebus?
Yeah, you know, somebody ranting on and on about how much they can fight and how fucking tough they are, and it's like this. That's like McDonald's having to put a sign in front of their restaurant saying we have 100% all beef patties. You know what I mean?
Right.
Anyone I know that's worth a shit in a fight doesn't go around talking about it. You know what I mean? And
like yesterday, he did one saying his great grandfather. I'm going to add to that. I'll be quiet. He said his great great grandfather was blind and killed 5 men with a stick.
Yeah.
It's like, I wouldn't be bragging about that. I wouldn't brag about that.
He didn't tell the whole story, okay? He didn't tell the whole story, okay? It's partly true, okay? What happened was his grandfather went to grab his cane, but he pulled this stick that was holding the yoke of a cart, and it was on a hill. And so the cart rolled backwards and went down the hill and then accidentally hit 5 people. So it wasn't like
he said he had went to prison for 10 years and his grandma waited on. Man, just man. I tell you what, man.
If he was blind, they could have just told him he was in prison. He wouldn't know any different.
I'm gonna tell you what, Pilgrim or Discovery need to like get a hold of this, man. They could make a killer series, man. You know, like they have Street Outlaws, all the other stuff. Chille's World would be, dude. I tune in every week.
Listen, we were already have been throwing the idea of a Netflix original around.
Oh yeah,
I think absolutely. Terry was cast as Kevin Bacon.
Hey, y'all. Sorry about that. I had to pull my screen down. I just got a message from an unknown number that said, if you know what's good for you, get off the live stream. Well, whoever that is, we know who it probably is. I'm not going nowhere, dude. I'm not scared of you.
Must be threatening a lawsuit, so be very careful here, of course.
What? Yeah, come on. You know, come on with it.
You don't want to get one of these cease and desists now.
Must be Mr. Playboy himself. Mr. Playboy himself.
There is a legal term that it can be used. It's called frivolous lawsuits. Okay?
Yeah.
And he's just adding them up, you know. And I think he met his maker when he met Kate Peter. You know, because she gonna,
He's already admitted to being a vexatious litigator. So I mean, on live.
Well, he keeps telling me he always says to me, "I have a lawyer. I have a lawyer." Well, where's he at? Because whoever's giving him that advice to argue with a judge, I'm sorry, that is a stupid lawyer.
Yeah.
And another thing, he sat there and bashed me on one of his videos and told everybody that he took money out of his pocket to come up here and, do whatever he actually did up here, which wasn't helping us file a lawsuit. But I just want to point out that none of the money that he spends on anything is his money. Like this guy lives off of donations and other people's generosity. Like we're talking about, I mean, not saying that that's a horrible thing, but
super nervous. Hey, I'm sorry I cut you off. I saw somebody saying he's looking super nervous. Who?
They were they were saying that Chille was looking super nervous during his live just now. So
I'm sure.
Apparently, you've reached right out and grabbed him by the scrotum skin that Sovereign accuses him of having around his neck. So apparently, he feels like
you remember. I think
balls right now.
I think I sent you a message on one of his live streams. He said, "Johnny, you don't matter. You can't bother me. You can't do this." And I said something to him, and he literally went to shaking and he stuttered. I said, "Spit it out." I had him stuttering. I knew I had him then.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring up this screen here,
okay,
and Johnny, if you would, I want you to tell us what we're looking at here.
Yeah, sure. What I did was I just downloaded each one as they were in the email. So
okay, this is the part I'm trying to. Oh, this is when he was talking about he wanted my statement and. He had reached out to like Justin Pulliam, had no response, said he had 7 people coming to court. And I was like this, okay, wow, good luck. I wasn't mean or nothing because I had to be, of course, friendly and say, I'm sorry you're going through that. And I truly was. I was really sorry that he was a human being and going through this. But he would send emails. But there's another one, because I'd sent that to you, because he'll say, oh, I didn't send it. Well,
yeah, I got
his email on there.
I don't know if these were actually in any kind of particular order or anything, but
no. Now this one, this is where he started with the Zane. Okay, this is Zane. He sent everything that he was talking with Zane, and saying that Kate went and put signs and, was getting him in trouble at his work or something, that he got fired, talking about his vehicle being repossessed. Let me tell you about this. See that police report? And Kate hit the nail right. I mean, she hit it right on the head. Once you can report a car, sometimes they have different policies where, like Denver wants you to go before you do. You have to go over and show your paperwork to repossess it. But it doesn't always happen like that. Sometimes they enter into the system as stolen. If they later find out that it was repossessed, they do what they call a recovery, and then they close it right out. That's it. And that's probably what happened. That sounds like, I can't say it for sure, but being someone that I drove a tow truck for 25 years, I would put my 25 years experience that thing got repossessed.
Now, what exactly this this up here, this what we're talking about?
Okay.
This is kind of like
he's talking about the pictures. Because I just sent him the pictures, like it says Kate always wins. Did you get those?
Yeah, I've got everything that was in that email.
Right. Yeah, you'll see him come up. This is where he was talking to Zane. All right, can you, because I'm on my phone, I don't have my cheaters on, my Chille glasses, I guess you'd call them. There we go. Okay, this is when he said they filed the suit. That was the restraining order, I guess he would say, he was trying to get against her. He wanted me to write, that Kate hired me to stalk him, follow him, and keep track of him.
I saw that. That. Okay, hang on.
Yeah.
I know that. Hold on. Let me see. Where was that? Is this it?
There's the different statements from some of the, he sent that to me in the email. That's some of the people that signed depositions, supposedly. And he was wanting me to do one. He said, before you go get it notarized, make sure you send it to me and let me read it first. It's like, I thought if you want to get a statement from somebody, you want it in their own words, So
well, Chille can't even interview someone without actually cutting them off and telling them what happened, rather than just letting them tell their story. I've heard him do that to many people.
Oh, many.
What is a California all-purpose certificate of acknowledgement? What the hell is that?
That's their version of a notary.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, so that's actually Mr. David Condon himself, huh?
Yes, it's what it looks like here.
Mm-hmm.
And yes to Lisa out there. Yes to Lisa. I'm pretty sure Kate has everything that we have here.
Says I'm doing my part to help him and to move closer to establishing laws for people like this woman. Things like this are criminal.
But Terry, see, I didn't get a chance to send all this to Kate. I told her once I got off here with you that I would send it all to her, because Chille or someone sent me a deal saying what you were showing is illegal for you to share that content. You don't have anybody's permission. Well, when you send it to me in an email, it gives me all right to share it with whoever I want to.
No, what's this thing here with these underwear?
It's supposed to be like balloons or something, saying there was balloons and there was cups. Said they went over there and destroyed out in front of the condo or something to make it look like he was partying. And Chille said this was Kate doing this. Kate did all this to Zane and ruined his life. Zane ruined his own life by getting involved with Chille is what hurt him.
I agree.
Because he may have been a decent guy. He may be a decent guy, but
Well, just know a lot of people out there that have in the past and do right now support Chille. It doesn't mean they're bad people. They just haven't seen
No.
through his bullshit yet. As soon as they figure him
Right.
out, they'll leave. And what he doesn't know is you're not the only mole there. He's seen several. Wait till he finds the rest of them. He don't even know who else is lying in wait yet, but we do, don't we? Good luck,
yeah.
Chille.
I'll tell you this. I will say this where everybody can hear it. I know of 3 dozen people that Chille talked to that they are keeping every little thing. They record everything he says, and they are just building it up. I just, I said enough's enough, because we're coming down here where I had to come and take care of this. I'm like, I got to nip this in the bud and get it done, because he'll call me and just, hey man, you got a chance to get it? Hey man, did you find that on the video? I looked everywhere, I couldn't find it. Hey man, you're going to send me your statement? And I wouldn't respond. I'd just say, okay, yeah, I'm busy. Unlike him, I have 12, 14-hour days and when I'm at home, I see 20, 25 patients a day fighting addiction. I don't have time for that little turd. So
what's this thing here?
All right, scroll it up. Okay, that is. She did a whole. That's from Chille or somebody. Chille sent it to me saying she did a whole video about it. They tried to take a screenshot and said so he could give it to his insurance company, but then someone told him that, that they can't do it. It's been taken down. Kate don't take nothing down.
So was he
saying they're blocked?
Was he trying to say that she was involved in getting his van stolen?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Jesus God. Somebody's gonna get hurt. I'm telling you, he's gonna go ballistic on somebody.
Yeah, widen that one out for me, Terry. Zoom in on that one.
Here's a common theme right here. It starts out, it says, "I'm so sorry I started being upset with you, man."
That right there is on the date. That was the date. That last text right there was from the 17th, and then he started texting me on Monday, the following, because he saw where I had said something in Kate's chat where I was trying to reach out to Faux Shizzle or Kate. He said, because he said, I'm sorry I got upset with you. See, I really need your statement. Tomorrow morning, I'll send you the Zoom link. This is all the deal when he's going to court.
So he's what is to do a statement just like this guy made or something? Or
He's basically he's wanting you to all out lie. He's wanting you to all out lie and say that Kate had somehow verbally attacked you and that you were suffering damages, blah 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 blah, right?
Well, I told him, I said he would make accusations, okay, and not all of it is saying that he said outright. I won't lie. He said that Kate did this, and I said, oh yeah, I can prove all kinds of stuff Kate has done. And he said, well, can you find where she did this? And I said, absolutely. It's in there. I'll find it. And that, to me, it's not lying, because you're not going to find anything because she didn't do it, But I just kind of rolled with it, because at this point, I'm trying to get in there to befriend him, because he would say, it's hard for me to trust somebody, man. People do this to me all the time. They befriend me and then they burn me. And I'm like saying to myself, who are you talking to, yourself?
This here says, he says, thanks. I know you're busy too. I'm going to need that sworn statement. I need it notarized, buddy, that she offered you money to follow me around the internet and harass me. It has written your name, the county you live in. It has to be notarized. There are 7 parties coming in who she has heard. 7 different people that have 7 that have nothing.
That have nothing to do with him. Yeah.
And how the fuck did you get a hold of him? See?
Right. Yeah. But see, and then see, I will say this. I sent contact to Justin Pulliam. I've heard nothing back. I can say this. Justin, probably, I can't speak 100%, but knowing Justin don't want to deal with that.
No.
It has nothing to do with him. Justin will say it doesn't have to do
that
with
crap
me.
with us too.
Yeah.
So
Now here,
does
that's
some of this
where he
sound
said,
familiar, Jeebus? Does some of this stuff sound familiar, Jeebus? Is this the kind of stuff that that he had said to you guys by chance?
To be honest, well, I heard the last part of that. I had to, Sarah just got home from work and I had to help her get her stuff in. I heard the part where it said someone needs to sign a statement to say that basically that Kate's been harassing them because they know him. Is that what was said? Because that's what he asked us to do.
Apparently, he's trying to say that Kate is trying to pay people to give them money just to follow him around the internet and make his life hell. So that he
I don't know
that every day,
but I know that's definitely the way he thinks. He literally, I mean, he stayed on me for like an hour, and then he told me that he had a statement written for Sarah that he wanted her to sign it, and I said no, dude.
Wow. Wow.
She's not signing anything that she didn't write, and for that matter, we're not saying anything, especially in a court of law, that we can't stand behind as actual factual truth.
That's
like,
because that's perjury. You're not going to perjure
I've
yourself.
had one interaction with Kate, and that was an email that I sent her because I mistakenly thought that she was someone that was trolling my channel, saying things like, I need to spend more time with my kid than I do on YouTube. And I just sent her the messages of, that I've been sending my daughter over the years trying to get an answer. And, that's between me and my baby's mom. But, she messaged me back one time and said, look, I could care less about any of that. That wasn't me. And the only thing that I worry about is the fact that Sarah trusted Chille with her power of attorney, which never happened, by the way.
Right.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. Look, and this is something, if he's such a bright law scholar, that he's going to teach, this is his new kick, he's going to teach. I didn't know. Now he's a professor, I guess. But
he was saying he was a professor in the very beginning because that's what we thought when we reached out to him. He was saying that in his videos, that he was a constitutional law professor. We thought the guy was legit, and then still gave him the benefit of the doubt.
See the ones that Terry, go to the one you just had up there. See, that right there is where he sent that to me in screenshots, sending them to me, and it says that all this. He's telling me that she did it. She sent it. She did this over there. She got him fired. Kate ain't got time to be doing all that.
No, she's a mom and got a full-time job.
And if Kate was going to do something, Kate would not hide. Okay, we all know that.
She'd be out there with the balloons herself.
Exactly. Kate would not hide at all.
There's Candyland. She gets paid by Kate.
What does it say here? I've been sharing your text messages with my attorney. Is this
that's when right there. That's when he sent me the deal. When I sent the message, this is what came through. Him saying, I sent it. What you've done is fraud. Things you've done are actual fraud. Be very careful. Then I'll sue you, blah, blah, blah. And you see where I responded saying, Chille, I tried to be nice. Any unwarranted contact from you at this point is considered harassment. Second time I sent it to you. And he just, boom, oh, I'm sorry I was like that to you. He thinks he knows law. Once I sent it the first time, sending it the second time, that is harassment. Okay.
So this
That's
is
illegal.
I must be going the wrong way.
I was clicking on them. It could have been me because I was in and out of, cell service. I was just clicking on them and sending them to you so you had them.
So this here, what am I looking at here? It says, okay, thank you.
Okay. It said, he said, okay, thank you for calling right back. Make things a lot better. But that may have accidentally got sent the wrong person. Sorry. That's not one of them. I just clicked on the wrong one going down the road. Yeah, pull that down.
All right.
That's one of the people here that I was conversing with in Florida. I stopped and checked on the lady, and to tell you that, I reached in, had two $100 bills in my pocket, and I handed it to her. And I said, go get your family some food or whatever you need. Bam. So I gave her my number, and she stayed in contact with me. Here's where he put, yo, need your statement. Can we go over it real quick? Then he's basically telling me what he wants me to write. You know, and that, to me, that's defrauding the court. Anybody that will write what he put down there, you're defrauding a court. And that, yeah, that's fraud, and that is illegal. So
this looks like more of that. That's that same one again.
I'll tell him this. Anything that I said to him in an email that, or I said to him on the phone, you know what? I'll just say, hey, what happened when Irish Demon did it? You know?
That's the one we showed the other night. That was Jeebus Chris right there, where he was saying like he made it out like he gave him a bunch of fucking money all at one time and shit. And you can see, look at the dates on these. Look at the dates.
Yeah.
Because he says,
that's where he says
he had to do accounting. He needed that for his accounting, he said.
Right. Sovereign, he will tell everybody, I've got a mind. I can be in the middle of debating somebody, and I can, say, they say, well, I don't even know where we were at. Well, you said this and we were here. People are saying that, not saying they don't remember. They're saying that because Chille goes off topic, and he says he never forgets anything. Well, that like what he did to you, Chris, that actually looks like he forgot, because in that same video, he said 500 and then he changed it to 450. Excuse me.
Well, look, here, there's some interesting points being brought up, because what's Ed down here is saying that it could be subordination of perjury. I mean, these are when you're trying to get somebody to make fraudulent documents for you to go to court and shit like that. I mean, I'm sure that's got its got its penalties,
I don't think it's against the law, but I certainly think that it will help Kate's defamation lawsuit that he filed.
Who's this?
Well, I know this. The screenshot that you just put up of the money that he supposedly sent us or whatever.
Yeah.
2 of those were for specific things that he wanted us to get for court, and that Sarah used to laminate her ID and her insurance and her registration and all that stuff he told her to do, because she had to do that because, we couldn't just show him our stuff or whatever. And, of course, you have to get this trifold, even if you know the Constitution and you know your rights. It's like you have to have this trifold, like his version of the Constitution and what to use and when. That in itself is just... it's for money. I mean, Tim, of course, that's how the guy makes his money. I can respect that, but
Tim, did he make you guys do like trifold drills? Like,
all jokes aside, the thing there that says 2 zips and what was that for? 2 zips and what? It was for it says 2 zips and gas money. We bought 3 zip drives, actually, one for the judge, one for the prosecutor, one for us. We got some stuff laminated, and we made some flyers that we actually never ended up handing out. That we were going to hand out some flyers with some constitutional rights on it for people so they would know that. Then the 80 was for Sarah's court fines that he caused her to get, because she wouldn't have had those court fines if he hadn't have submitted evidence that convicted her. And the prosecutor even said that during court, when she went to court for the arraignment, Chille walked into the courtroom and started talking over the top of the judge. He wasn't even part of the court case. He was in there yelling over top of the judge, like making her look like shit. Like, if he had any respect for her whatsoever, he would have just kept his mouth shut and then asked for the judge's counsel after court. Like, he just made her look like.
Right.
Well, I mean,
wow.
Unbelievable.
But I wanted to believe that his intentions were against.
The thing is that, and he said it, I'm sure Terry heard it and all of that. He doesn't think you guys he preys on people who are in difficult positions.
Oh, he says it in one of his
they,
earlier on videos at the courthouse. He tells the lady at the courthouse, you know, do I not study the Constitution? Do I not help uneducated people who most of them are missing their teeth? And that's how he looks at the people of Ironton. He thinks that we're all a bunch of dumb fucking hillbillies with our teeth missing. And
hey, Chris.
Hey, Jeebus,
Chris,
do you see
look
that
at
comment
this.
on the screen, sir? That comment on the screen is for you, Jeebus. Do you see that there?
Yeah, I saw
Wow.
Just making sure you saw that.
What? Kate, you gonna? Did I get booted? No, I'm just playing. No.
You know, I'm not worried about YouTube fame or how many people watch our channel, or this is for us.
Hey,
man.
you guys are in my prayers, man, because y'all have been through a lot, bro. You have been through a lot, man. And
oh, brother, we're still going through it.
And I say this, it pisses me the F off when a snake, he's like that little snake that waits in the grass to come take advantage of someone when they're dealing with something, because that's what he's trained to do. Their attention's off guard, you know, so let me sneak in here and do this, you know, but he's probably sitting in wherever he's at in California, crying his eyes out going, I trusted this guy and he was my friend. I was never your friend, dude. I was saying, how's it feel to be trolled? You know? So
listen to this verbiage. Listen to this verbiage in this fucking thing. Life becomes difficult. Catherine Peters leaves a troll farm that she cannot control. She hypes them up with lies and distortions about you, which turn into very scary real-life situations. It's real. I've lived it. Catherine Peter has done this to others. Ask her. Her behavior is abhorrent to civil society.
Wow.
Her threats are never ending because her troll mafia carries them out. And then she claims, wasn't me.
Kate
hosts a platform where they release pictures of your house or car. It's also where they steal your content so you do not get views. Anonymous people plot against you on private Discord server. Catherine Peter is the proprietor of said server, Troll Mafia Chille Watch. Who are the people there? You'll never know. They're anonymous. What Catherine Peters is doing is criminal and must be stopped. I would like my testimony to be taken seriously. I'll be waiting in the Zoom call should the court want to hear from me. This must stop. I'd like my name added to people. Catherine Peter must stop harassing. It's ongoing.
Dude, he is a retard, man. Retard. You know, that is definitely that statement. I can't prove it. This is I'll say it like Bits does. I can't prove it. I have no proof. This is just my opinion. But I think Chille wrote that.
It does. It sounds real drama queeny, don't it?
Yeah.
You could very well be correct on that, because I think that's part of the reason that maybe set him off in the first place is that out of the blue, he sends us a message and says, hey, I'm going to be going to court. I need you to sign this statement I wrote for you. And we're like, what are you talking about? Like, okay, where's this coming from? And then he's like, well, court's going to be on Zoom and going to need you there. And, you know,
he wanted to set the narrative, like, okay,
wanted me to sign
Kate harassed you, didn't she?
wrote.
I have proof Kate harassed you. I have the emails you sent me. I said, no, dude, you have an email that one of your whatever you call them, people that go around watching other people's YouTube videos and screen recording, and you know, if I share something with someone who I trust in confidence, isn't going to run and tell Chille. These people are just trying to get his approval. Like a couple of people I see in chat actually probably do for Kate, because they want to impress someone with this big voice and they think they're going to get something out of it. Like they want to be a part of this drama that's going on. And we don't want to be a part of it. Like we had no choice. But there's actually people that want to be a part of this whole drama thing, and they just love that little pat on the back. Mrs.
And I'm
not
going to tell you,
name, but I see you in the chat.
You and Sarah were one of the people in a way that kind of inspired me to do what I did with him, because I was watching this, you know, trying to destroy you, and I said, look, I know this stuff's coming out, but for me to be able to get it firsthand and say, look, this is Chille. Chille sent this to me. This is what he does, is exactly what he has done to y'all. Exactly. You know, Chille always says everybody's this, everybody's that. He's a creature of habit. He can't stop. So what he's done to y'all, he tried to do to me. Yeah, we don't stop. Yeah.
His own nose. He needs to walk around with one of those little powder mirrors in his hand. You know.
Oh yeah. Hey, the best one. Let me do it. Let me do the best one. Grab a water bottle and do the what is it? Dr. Evil. Do the Dr. Evil pinky. You know.
Hey, let me just say this, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hurt, honestly. You know, it hurt my feelings the way that he treated me and the way that he talked to Tim. You know, the first video he put out on our story, we were trying to get everything together. We were trying to send him videos and things, and one of our friends tried to help format that document, and for whatever reason, even after he did it the exact way Chille told him to, when Chille went to upload it, it didn't work. And
because his computer's a piece of crap.
I mean, his temper got the best of him. He flipped out in the middle of a McDonald's and cussing our friend who didn't have to go out of his way, you know. And I told
you sure it wasn't his extension cord was hot?
I said, well, you have to understand. I mean, we're pretty laid back, little, you know, we're old fashioned. Yeah, we can work our cell phone and we could probably type a document if we had to. But neither he or TJ are familiar with uploading documents. That's all something that was very new to me. As a matter of fact, every single one of my complaints I've written out, handwritten, and he refused to read them. He said he couldn't do it, that it had to be typed.
Well, let me say this, Sarah. I want to say something to you. I want to say something to you that this is the way to describe it. You hear what he's doing? I could say you could answer with this. You know what? You're not a veterinarian, but you know a horse's ass when you see one, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what?
Hey, Sarah, let me ask you something. When he flipped shit in the McDonald's, like, was it loud? Did he make a scene? Was he just like out of control, mad, or what? How'd that go down?
She wasn't there, but he
went in the parking lot and did sprints.
No, that was that night actually. On the way to have pizza, he was running around like crazy. But no, at the McDonald's, he kind of my buddy gave him the flash drives. He did it the way Chille told him to. He put them in his computer, and they weren't formatted correctly, but they were formatted the way Chille told him to format them. My buddy John, he's a real quiet guy. I mean, until he's got something to talk about, but he's never met Chille, didn't know who the guy was. He was doing this as a favor to me, and it was out of his way. He really didn't have time to mess with. Like, he was aggravated that he had to do it in the first place. Chille just kind of slammed his hand down on the table and was like, "Oh, you fucked this up. You fucked it up." And then he turned to me and says, "Tim, you fucked our whole day. We're fucked. You just fucked us." Like, wait, dude, it's just a video, man. You can do it tomorrow.
Dude, I'm glad.
I needed this to upload by this time.
Hey, you're a better man than I am, because I'd have laid his ass out right in McDonald's, okay?
Listen,
he would have got every bit of this 5 foot of... Yeah, you must have... you know what? You have great patience.
Oh, man, there's 18 sets of twins on my side of the family. It runs in our blood.
I'm a twin.
I'm an Irish twin.
Cool.
Yeah, I guess if that's what you want to call it. I'm an Irish gen. Is that what they call it when you're like, I'm 12 and a half months apart from my older brother. So I guess they would say you're an Irish twin.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So
yeah. So
yeah.
Now I have no doubt that there are a lot of people in on the chat that just can't wait to go back and tell Chille that we were on a panel with people that he disliked.
Absolutely. They're
mean,
doing it right now. They are doing it right now. I promise you they are. They're doing it right now.
Look at what I showed. Look at what I showed you, Sarah, where I went on Kate's and put 2 little messages, and within 1 minute, I'm getting them back. What are you doing? I'm going to sue you. I'm sending them all to my attorney. Okay,
well, I will
which
say
is a lie because,
I think that I think at one time or another, his heart was in the right place. And then somewhere along the line, his ego blinded him. And I guess I don't know if it's for the fame, the following. I don't know. But I reached out with him in confidence because I had nobody else to go to. Everybody that I had reached out to at the time, they just would not help me. For about a month and a half straight, every day I called Mayor Cramblitz's office or stopped by. And let me say this too. The week I went to first file my first complaint, Pam Wagner was on vacation, and whoever was filling her position at that time said those documents weren't available, that I would have to wait and talk to Pam. So I did. I waited, and then in between the time of waiting and actually getting to see her, Blankenship stopped me outside of, I was waiting for the interview. That one, I mean, you know.
Right. Hey, I want to answer this. Tina, I see Tina wrote, who is Robin mentioned in an earlier text. That may be one of the ones where I had clicked and sent where I helped the person, where I'm down here helping hurricane victims. So it's nobody pertaining to this. But Tina, I want to tell you something, and I turn my camera back on so I can be real close when I say this. You know what? You're right. Maybe he did in the beginning try to help, but I'll tell you, everybody on this panel will agree with me. He did one thing. He brought all of us together.
Yes,
you know,
yes,
his stupidity brought us all together. So,
and like maybe he did. Maybe, you know, he wants people to think that he is this guy that helps other people, but first and foremost, he helps himself. He's filed how many lawsuits? He's had people working on how much stuff based on crap, just internet drama that I would ignore this shit myself.
Well, the last thing, like when he responds to me, you know, say, hey, I've sent him to my attorney. You know, I wanted to so bad say, well, stop calling me and have your attorney call me. Because I'm going to tell you something, and I'll say this. Bobby Law does not talk to him anymore. He has nothing to do with him anymore.
He got exposed.
I know people that personally know that man and said, look, and I say this, he may have a past, but I know of times that he has helped people, okay? And I believe in, you know, hey, if someone does something right, I don't care if I hate them, I will give them credit where credit's due. But for the most part, yes, he's not a good guy, but he has helped people. That I will say that.
Well, I'll say that he did help Sarah. He helped her organize her court case, and even though it was just a couple of stupid traffic tickets, they were malicious, you know, and he helped her. He basically gave her the words to say and the process of, you know, questioning the witness and all that. And she went by the book, by the paper he sent her, and I was really proud of her how she did it. I mean, you know. So without that, probably and. And Chille will take credit for that.
Somebody back there, I love the laughing, Mama. I see you back there dying laughing. It's like, oh!
The comments are hysterical. I'm trying not to.
Yeah, see, Yeah, I turn them off because I don't want to get distracted with comments because my last name may be Jim.
The one I
Okay,
have up
let's
here,
see.
Johnny, says take your finger, stick it in Nutella, and do unspeakable things to that like button.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. I learned. Look, I have a German last name, but I grew up on the Texas border and in Louisiana. Okay, I got more coon-ass in me than anything. So I say this. I say this. When somebody sits there and starts using the word butthole and look up my butthole, we look at it and say, look,
some things are
something wrong with you there, buddy. Hey, are you trying to say that it's okay that somebody else is sticking their finger up your butthole or what? I don't know.
I don't want to know.
I think that he wants. Well, did you see what he done when he did that? He says, "Oh, he got it on his finger." Like, what's the first thing you're gonna do is stick it up by your face and sniff it and shit? Really?
I think that was all fake.
You remember the old Cheech and Chong routine with the Eskimos? Whoa, what's that? You look like dog shit. Taste. What? Taste. Tastes
I
like
think
dog
all
shit?
that was fake.
Tastes like dog shit. Okay, let's go eat.
Oh yeah. I tell you what fires him up, and I know I gotta say this. It fires him up when Chad does Earl. Mm-hmm. Yep. Biscuit. Mm-hmm. Yep. He sure does look like a pretty boy. Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, I need to break in here for just a second.
Great Carl Children.
Go ahead.
Oh my God.
I need to break in for just a second. Jeebus, is your story not on your page somewhere? I have somebody asking about sir.
Typing that out for Kelly there. Yeah, all of the original videos with pullovers and pretty much just the stuff that we caught on film that we shared with Chille that he orchestrated his video out of are all on our channel. They're all titled by date.
Now is that on YouTube or is it on Facebook?
Yeah, we don't have Facebook, but it's on our YouTube channel. You can go there and just kind of go down the line there. And the story that Chille put out is on Delete Law's channel. It's about 4 months ago. It says the Sarah Page story, so you can go look at that one.
If one of my mods could throw that link out there, if you can get Jeebus' link and throw it in there for everybody so they know where to go, please. So they can go.
I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do when I get back at the end of this week. I'll be back in home Thursday. I'm gonna actually start up that channel that I have. I'm gonna start it up, and I'm gonna start filming the good side of cops. There is some bad ones. There's a lot of stuff going around where my office is, but I want to show there's good ones because we have mental health units that are out here taking care of people, and and I want to show them, because my channel is gonna, I want to promote it for people with addiction. I get on at least 3 hours every night. I'm on my phone on a suicide hotline. And if I reach one person, I've done my job. I've done my job.
Well, you're giving back. That's part of recovery. I got 8 years. I get it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what, my doctor loves y'all. He loves y'all. He's probably watching right now. Okay, he loves watching it. He said, so hey,
I've been lucky to share, but I'm coming up on 10 years sober. I'll be 40 in January.
Amen.
And I've spent
Amen.
Especially in this area, and I hope that this reaches somebody that might need to hear it. I don't care how many recovery places there are. If you don't have a support system, whether it's family, friends, spouse, your whatever, if you don't have somebody to talk to every day that says, hey, I know you're struggling, but it's okay. It's all right. I mean, we all go through it. And dude, there's a lot of stuff really, really been hitting me in the heart lately. Like,
Yep.
I mean, it's almost overwhelming. I'm an emotional person, and hell, for all I know, I could be going through menopause. I don't know, but like literally, I wear my heart on my sleeve. Period.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what makes you, Tina. That's what makes you
and I love
you.
people. I love people. Good, bad, rich, poor. It don't matter to me. I genuinely care about others, and I care about Chille.
Man,
and I hope
that's a
somehow,
beautiful
some way,
testimony right there.
he can find
That is a
a piece of
beautiful
humble pie somewhere.
testimony.
We've been
Humble.
telling him
That's
this
the
whole
word
time.
of it.
Just
That's it.
stop, dude.
That is not eating humble pie, Tina. That is a beautiful testimony, is what I call that.
Well,
Okay.
It's just
and people are going to be mad for me saying this. I know it.
I said wrong.
I
I'm sorry. I called you Tina. I meant Sarah. I'm sorry. Tina's on my mind. I pray for Tina every day. So
I'm sorry.
I want her to know that.
Cracked up. I just cracked up. I was over here. I'm watching Chille freak out. I'm watching him freak out right now live. He's like, I'm not no volume, but he's very erratic acting. And I was over
I
here.
wonder if he's talking about me. Chillito. Yeah, look at him pushing them buttons. Look. Bam. Bam. Delete. Delete.
Yeah.
How dare you mention Ironton, Ohio on his live streams? You know what I mean? Because that
will. Yeah. Ooh.
Bam. As soon as you say Ironton, it gets blocked.
Oh, yeah.
I will say this, and I hope that somebody does screen record it and it gets back to me. Mr. DeCastro,
he'll watch it.
I really, despite so many people telling me not to, I put faith in you. There were doubts, but still, I refused to turn until, it just blew me out of the water the way he talked to us. Just because we said, even though that whole thing was his proposal to do something like that, and I get it, a medical issue kept him from doing it, and all we said was that we can respect Chad for still going through with it because it was set up for the kids, not for Chille, not for Chad, something for the kids, and I wanted to be a part of it, and if it wasn't for Miss Boyer, it wouldn't have happened. So B. Boyer, if you're listening, we love and appreciate you. We really do.
But you got to get into the mind of a narcissist, and everything is about him. It's not. It had nothing to do with charity. He wants to take credit for that whole thing. Like I've got the messages here where he takes credit for that.
Oh, yeah.
He says, "Well, none of that stuff, none of that charity would have." But you know who really raised that money? I did. That's what he said to me, and I'm like, "Wait, dude, you just wait a minute."
The only thing that he had to do with that is that stupid idiot opened his mouth and made a challenge and got called out. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all he had to do with it. I got to get
I'm gonna
Chad
be honest,
Goo.
I had it in my heart. I wanted to see Chad Goo get wrestled around on the mat a little bit. I was really pissed off at the man. I had never really met him outside of his police uniform. And I made a comment that, I met the guy in person as a person, not a cop.
Yeah.
And he wasn't horrible. So what's
I
so
saw
bad
him go
about
crazy. I saw Chille go off on one of his videos. Go off because how dare, he said he's all about change and making the world, changing this, changing that. Well, in order to change things, you can't hate everybody.
Right.
I give Chad Goo credit where credit's due.
It's all about making a bridge. He doesn't want to make a bridge because if he doesn't have people on his channel that hate the cops, then he doesn't have a channel.
Yeah.
I tell you what, if you started a drinking game of sayings that go on his channel, you'd fall down drunk with Jeff H. Pigs, Jeff H. Pigs.
Oh my God, I know.
I call it Chillito-rettes. What do they say? It's Tourette's, but I call it Tourette's. It's Tourette's.
Oh,
hey man, I really have Tourette's. That's what I say when you said it. I have patience. That's my patience. I have practice. I know how to
because I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you that, and I'm going to tell you to hear the way you described that, and then you hear Sarah say that you got to have a support group. I don't even have to know you, dude. You are her rock, bro. That's support.
Do you see that
you are
comment,
her
Judith?
rock.
For sure.
Do you see that comment on the screen, Jeebus? That one's for you and Sarah.
I hope oh man.
Kate's channel to tell her to.
Wow.
Well, can I be fair and do this and offer for her to come to our channel?
Well,
they're already going to be doing a stream tonight. It's going to be
okay. Got you.
She's already slated to go on at
9:30. I would love to, because it does need there's no big story. We put faith in something and it didn't work out, unfortunately. And lo and behold, we're still standing, so we're gonna find another day.
So that man, to get on there and make a video dedicated to just dogging me for making a freaking comment that was absolutely from the heart. It's he had that hate reserved for me, like he had been wanting to do that. That didn't just come out of nowhere.
That's why I think you should go on there. I think you should go on there and at least make an appearance, because, and this is just my opinion, that, hey, we're on here. I love Sovereign. I love Terry, coming on here. Kate does have a little bit more people to reach. Let them hear that, because there may be that one person that says, I can fix that. And they may be on there, because like when I told Kate it was going to be on there and Kate said she was watching, Kate respects Terry. She's like, I don't want to step on his toes. I don't want to do it. She really does, so, and I would consider it an honor for her to say, hey, come on over to our channel. That's telling you she wants to help you. That's real help. And I think y'all would agree. That's real help.
I wanted to, I've looked at I've kind of like dissected this down, and, what happened with that, where he went on there and went off on Tim about his thing and about his comment, which he took it out of context in the first place. But
he put it on a blurry screen and read it wrong just so that people would take it the worst way possible.
But see, where that was born out of, where that came from right there, that was his excuse, right? But what he was really pissed at you about was because you spoke up when he was fucking with Sarah on the phone, trying to manipulate her and shit. That's what it was right there.
I flipped my fucking shit, dude. Excuse my language.
Yeah, I mean, you bucked up against his fucking bullshit. And then the next thing you know, he's asking, give me an accounting of the money I've given you. And,
oh my God.
Right. And then he goes on his fucking live there and goes off on you, and then segues into talking shit about Chad. So that was basically a little a child's tirade. That's what place there.
We'll never know how many people actually donated to us, and it wasn't about money for us in the first place. It was about getting help. And I think kind of what opened my eyes a little bit more at first was I asked to be part of the live stream that he was doing. Christy Roan, Great Lake Audits, Bobby Law, and Eunice. And it wasn't even to be a part of it for the money that was coming in. I just wanted to be a part of it and be included. And he literally on the video said, no one else is coming onto the stream. What hell? I thought I would have been first call.
Right. I want to say something here, guys. I want to mention something here. I agree with this statement. I believe that Kate would be completely fair about getting the story out. And the reason I would advocate for Kate's show is the fact that she does have so many subscribers. And it has been my mission that the only reason that I ever get on here and say anything about Chille is to make sure that the message gets out there, so that anyone who hasn't heard his name yet, anyone he hasn't showed up to help yet, might hear from us and know not to take him in, not to listen to his crap, and not to get caught up in his grit. No. And she reaches such a large audience. I mean, it's huge compared to my modest little tiny channel here. So, if you guys are willing, I would say that.
But it's an awesome channel, though. I got to throw that in there.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I do want to welcome American Pride Ohio up. He's been here and been quiet for a little bit, so I want to say hello, American Pride. It's an honor to have you here tonight. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yes, sir. It's good to be here, man. Like I said, I apologize. I forgot all about it. I got into watching Sports Center, so I forgot all about it.
We won't hold it against you very long. Yeah, we won't hold it against you very long, just for a little while.
Well, that's
right.
Hey, man, good to hear from you.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Those shows, Eugene. Now think about this. Now you're gonna rot your brain out with that shit, because after they get done with it and then they talk about it, they always ask the guy, you know, what, you know, here's the loser. How do you feel? Well, we went out there today and we sported as good as we could, and well, we just didn't sport good enough, and so next time we're gonna like try to sport better. And it's like, oh, okay, well, you just like 20 minutes.
Right. I understand that, but you know, I've always football and basketball has always been a big part of my life. You know, I mean, that's just who I am. Anybody that knows me, I don't miss a game of football. I don't miss a game of basketball.
Yeah, I know Eugene's brother Fred, and I'm telling you what, that boy is serious about sports, man. He does not like to lose. I played basketball with Fred several times.
And you know, I mean, nobody likes to lose, but you learn how to deal with it. You know, everybody loses. I don't care who you are.
Thank you. Billy's reading his one of the lawsuits live on his channel.
Hey, y'all! I want to just pop in real quick and tell y'all I do need to get a bunch of paperwork done, and I do want to go over and just kind of wave and say hi to Kate for just a few minutes. Terry, thank you for believing me. Sovereign, you're awesome. Everybody on here, thank you for, you know, and if I offended anybody when I was in there, you know, defending Chille on those chats, that's what I wanted them to know what it was about. I'm definitely not that person. And Terry will tell you that I'm a truthful man. I will say what I do, you know. And I just want to say one thing. Legicator, I know you watch this. Dude, you are a true example of what a true peace officer is, man. You don't just wear that uniform and go home and say, that's it. You are what you are because of who you are, and you do the right thing. And, man, I pray for his safety. You know, I know we have bad cops out there, but I'm telling you, I know there's a bunch of good ones, man. But thank y'all for having me on.
If I saw a Legicator put the hammer down on some of the crap heads that work underneath him, I would have the utmost respect for that man.
Right.
But other than that, I met him outside of his uniform, and I mean, he was really respectful. He didn't try to he didn't seem standoffish to me.
Well, he'll tell you that some people may not like him, and he respects that. He respects that. He is all about the First Amendment. I will say that he is. But guys, I need to get on here, get this, because there's a lot of people down here that need help. Keep us all in your prayers. There is people daily being found that are deceased. And I'm here to say that some of the areas I've been to, it is not a Category 4 storm. I've seen Cat 5 winds, and I've seen Cat 5 storm surge. Heck, I lived in Houston since 2000, so I've been through some nasty stuff, and this is the worst by far I've ever seen. Okay,
oh my God.
I was in New Orleans after Katrina, helping, and this is the worst I've ever seen. These people are going to need a lot, you know. So I'm going to get off here.
Thank you.
You know what?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. But I just tell you, man, just take 30 seconds before you go to bed and just say, hey, there's people. And I tell everyone I see, I said, look, I'm active in a YouTube community. I promise you they're praying for you. And Terry, I still keeping my word. I got that $1,000 donation for that tattoo fund. Okay. And I'm putting, you know what that was for. I made it on there. I pledged it. I will. As soon as y'all get that set up, I'm setting that in there. But y'all have a good night. Pleasure meeting all of y'all. And I look forward to coming on many more times.
We appreciate you, Johnny. I appreciate you. I appreciate the information you sent, and I sure as hell appreciate you for coming up and discussing it with us. Thank you. Thank you.
Yep. And I can't, one other thing, I can't do it anymore because what I do, but Sovereign, toke one for me, brother.
I got you covered. Yeah. I got you covered.
All right. AKA Willie Nelson.
Yeah, that's what I was cast. My part was cast as Willie Nelson. That's what.
Yeah. All right. Well, y'all have a good night. God be with y'all. And Sarah, Tim, I pray for y'all every night. Okay.
And thank you. God bless.
Get with Terry. And Terry, if you don't mind, give them my information. If I can ever help y'all, please reach out to me. Terry has my information. I have a lot of stuff in the medical.
I appreciate
anything.
That.
Okay.
I appreciate that so much.
Yes, ma'am. Keep fighting that fight. And what does he say? Fight like you train and train like you fight.
Train like you fight and you'll fight like you train.
That's it. Well, I've been dealing with Chille, so I'm ass backwards. All right. Y'all take care. Have a good night. And we don't stop until that bastard's done.
Oh, he's floundering now as we
He's
speak.
done. He just doesn't know it yet. He's absolutely done. He just hasn't figured it out yet. That's all. Johnny, we appreciate you. Have yourself a great night, and thank you for helping those people down there. We sure do appreciate that.
Hey, it's my honor. It's my honor. Y'all have a good night.
I want to answer Ed 209 here. Yes, I will be, and I have. I've been out a couple nights. I just haven't found any of those rolling lights. So as soon as I find them, you will too. But yeah, I haven't been doing as much lately, but I will get back on it. And then there's another comment here that's said, laughing at people who think Chad won the belt. He didn't win shit. Selling it was the worst decision. Well, it was Chad's decision. And I will disagree. He absolutely did win the belt because he showed up. He won by forfeit, and in my opinion, it was a technical knockout because Pussy DeCastro didn't bother showing up. That's what happened right there. So Legicator absolutely won the belt because he showed up. And the other guy lost by disqualification. It was his belt and it was his decision. So I back him 100% in whatever he decides to do with it.
Exactly.
Listen, y'all have no idea how hard it was to walk in that building knowing, the guy that we put all our faith into is, oh, well, how do y'all feel about Chille now? Well, I thought that there were going to be a lot of, you'd be able to cut the tension with a knife, let's say, just because I feel responsible for, and I feel guilty, I guess, that I kind of got a lot of others to confide in him. And I've prayed for all of those people and will continue to do so because I feel like there are some people whose lives may be in danger. That's just me personally. I could be wrong, and I hope that I am. But there are a lot of things that were, talked about, exposed, and shared. And truly, our area, y'all, Terry, you're not really in town that much. You live out in the country, but I know there are others that are. Man, I like, it grieves me to death. I worry about people, honestly. And I feel guilty for kind of, bringing the limelight here and putting a target on everybody's back.
No, you can't
carry
that.
Think about it. Now, hold on. Before you go that far, Sarah, think about it. You and I would have probably never met. I would have never heard your story, and I surely wouldn't have met the thousands of people. I have met thousands, well over the subscribers I have in many different places all across YouTube. So I have a huge network of people that I talk to a lot, and I won't say that we kind of owe it to Chille, but altogether I owe it to YouTube because you brought him here. So while everybody else may be upset because you brought him here, I'm actually very grateful and happy for it.
Hey, Terry, pull up Jason Solom's comment there about Chad would have gotten knocked out in the first round. Look here.
Wow.
Here's
well, apparently Jason has no clue what the hell he's talking about.
Well, no,
that's what he doesn't know. Jason doesn't know that my 5'4", 148-pound little ass would beat Chille so bad that he wouldn't know what happened to him. Legicator pick him up and spit in his asshole. I promise you that. Pick him up and snap him right in half because I could whip that little gnome. I promise you I could. He knows it.
Well,
I guarantee you he knows all about it.
Jason is obviously a chill idiot. Okay. And I'm sorry
Yeah.
if that name offends you, but that's what we call his cult members now. Okay. So, Jason, here's the thing. He said he was a constitutional law scholar. He's been proven that he doesn't know jack shit about that. He said he was a champion wrestler. That has already been proven to be a lie. He said he trained with MMA fighters and shit. That has been proven to be a fucking lie. Everything he said has been proven to be a goddamn lie, but you for some reason think that because he says he could do that, he's convinced you. This is why you're still a chill idiot, because you don't have any common fucking sense. Okay? You can't see that a pathological fucking liar is also lying about this. Okay? He wrote a check with his mouth. His ass can't fucking cash.
Exactly. Exactly.
I can count on one hand the times that after he left Ironton, he tried to get back in contact with us. On one hand now. That's not a true friend, but he's supposed to be our friend.
Bye, Norfolk. Good luck tomorrow with your dialysis.
And you know, he needs some real friends in his life. He really does. He really does.
He doesn't know how to treat
He ain't gonna never find it. No.
I haven't.
Because he only sees his benefit. He sees it as a benefit to someone else that he's their friend. See, he doesn't see that that's a mutual thing that goes
that
on.
Is absolutely
friend you
spot
out of his own benefit. Now, I just want to, all right, put this in your brains for a second. The jock sock. Now, I want y'all to think about if he presented this on the Shark Tank, right? You know, it's like, Mr. DeCastro, what is the jock sock? Well, it's a thing that you put on your fucking dick so it won't get sunburned. Okay. You know, I mean, think about that. Think about that. This had to go through R&D to get the right material, you know, because some fabrics do allow ultraviolet through. So, I mean, there had to be some kind of R&D and you know, what the fuck was that? It's just, you know, a sock with an elastic band on it that you put on your dick, or I mean, come on. I mean, this is where his brain's at. Think about that.
How about that comment right there, Sovereign?
Let's see. Want to know the difference between your Chille camp and the rest of those in this saga? Well, listen to your bullshit and let it fly. You and Jock Sock champions can't accept it.
Exactly.
Somewhat, yeah.
There you go. Wouldn't get away with saying that on Chille's screen. We'd block you in a minute. I don't see Terry blocking anybody.
I don't block anybody.
There you go, Jeebus. There's another comment for you two right there.
There you go. See, right on. Well, that's what I say out of this whole thing. I mean, I never had any intention of even having a YouTube channel, you know. And then, you know, I saw that shit there. I was following it along, and then I'm like, hey, dude, you know, you pull your head out of your ass, you're gonna get put in jail, you know. And then when he runs, you call him out.
Baby doll Ironton.
And I still remember what you told me, and we didn't get your information. I remember where you said you lived. So.
Holy shit!
There you go. That's very interesting. Apparently, commentator Rotter says that he done a little bit of research and found that there is a company, a jockstrap company, that's had the jock sock name trademark since well before Chille started trying to sell his jock sock.
Doesn't surprise me.
Was he?
Doesn't surprise me.
Holy shit! Well, isn't that the same thing that happened with
the necessary human thing that was supposed to be something for diabetes, and he was just so passionate about people with diabetes, but the minute I can't make money on it, fuck diabetes, I don't have it. It's like, wow.
Exactly.
Yep. And he had that whole little. He goes all in. He's all about the production. That's why he's got his stupid poster up behind him. It's all wrong. He doesn't know nobody's going to check him on it. You know, his
Tell me Work Lion didn't nail it right there, sir. Tell me he didn't nail it with that comment. That is a fact right there. You can't fix stupid, and they won't let you blow it up.
Have y'all ever seen the video of him getting body painted?
Getting what?
Body painted. Chille getting body painted.
No, is that on
I'll
YouTube?
send you the link.
No, I haven't.
Yeah,
I probably wouldn't have watched it if I had of, but
it's if you look up Jose De Castro body paint, I'll send Terry the link. I'll send it to your email, Terry.
Where's my favorite picture of him? I gotta find it. Where am I at? Down.
Hey, just real quick, while
that's right. Chille has knee pressure.
I'm gonna remain on the chat with you guys. If anybody has a question for TJ, Tim, you'll have to wait for just a little bit. He'll be right back. he had to run to the store. I'll answer your questions if I can, but and I do feel honored to be a part of this.
There's somebody asking here, Sarah.
Wait.
Hey, Sarah, there's somebody asking here if you all were paid $500 to take an affidavit.
I just sent it to you, Terry.
No.
I got Chille's favorite picture up. I got his favorite.
Guys, I want to say thanks to De Castro's Troll Farm Incorporated for the $2. Said Tim and Sarah were just a cash grab for Chille, and that's everybody that Chille encounters. That's how he sees them. He sees them as dollar signs. When the dollars dries up, he tucks tail and runs every single time. Prove me wrong.
When's the last time you heard him say Christy's name?
Oh, I think Christy told him to fuck off. I think that's what happened.
Really, because somebody told us that that Christy had been dogging us.
Really? Well, can you see my screen, Terry? That's Chille's favorite picture I have on my screen.
Now, that video I sent you was pretty long. You can just see the beginning of it. Oh, good Lord. Have mercy.
Hey, Sovereign, I just forwarded that link. That link that I got, I just forwarded to you, sir.
What'd you do? Email it? How did you send it?
Yes, I just forwarded the email. Okay. And thank you to Scott Hubert. It says, thanks for another great chat tonight, Terry and crew. Always the highlight of my day. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate you more than you know, sir. I wish I had the words to tell y'all how much I appreciate y'all stopping by and spending time with us. Thank you so much. We appreciate every one of you.
It's been a great night.
And I'm sorry, Sarah. Go ahead with what you were trying to say, dear.
I think it was mostly just that, like I said earlier, we'll never know who sent what for us or any of that, and that's all fine and well. But man, if Chille can't take failure or disagreement or an opposing idea any better, then the way he responds to those people is lightweight, criminalistic. Because as soon as you disagree or upset him, the texts start rolling in that just call you everything. And we've been nothing but good to the man. I don't understand it. I don't.
Hey, here you go. Here's an interesting comment. Apparently, somebody hasn't really watched my channel at all. So if you go back and watch my channel, you'll see where the auditor comes in. So, apparently you know absolutely nothing about what you're trying to type out. Just saying.
Yeah.
Go get educated.
A comment born of ignorance.
Go get educated,
well,
and then
first of all,
with a little bit of intelligence about what's actually going on, instead of just trying to run your fingers without having a clue.
Amen.
This thing, yeah. Wow. Trash someone who showed up in Arlington one day. And let me, Terry, I think we told this to you once before. As a matter of fact, before Chille ever came here, I said, dude, don't make a special trip up here. Please don't go out of your way for us, because when you get here, everything's still going to be happening. And long after you're gone, it's still going to be going on. So please don't make no special trip up here just for me, man. Like, I'm capable of calling and researching, and, I'm very well capable of those things. But then next thing I know, he's in the car on his way up here, and I'm just like, at that point, so grateful that I can't see past anything other than, well, I've got help coming, not really thinking that it's just something to build his image, which if we did, good, by all means, I'm grateful to be a part of it. But I just feel so complete, like, man, I'm mad and I'm hurt. Yeah.
Isn't that funny? They say if we don't see it, oh well, carry on. Well, apparently you didn't see anything is the problem. That's just it. You didn't see anything, and you're up here running your fingers. So
Hey, dude, in an airport, you just leave. You don't have to announce it. I mean, just tell you don't like it.
It's not an airport.
Right?
Nobody gives
ain't nobody here holding a gun to your head to keep you here. That is a fact. You're welcome to come and go as you please.
So, have you guys heard the Terry Fold song?
Yeah.
No.
So I thought of this. It's from Rick and Morty, and it was it's from Rick and Morty, and I thought about that because shithead's always talking about the Terry versus Ohio, and then of course he's got his trifold, and then it reminded me of this just random weird song that they had on Rick and Morty called Terry Fold Flaps. It's like, I don't know if you can hear it. I got it on the screen. I can do part of it. Let's see.
Holy shit.
Grab my Terry Fold flaps. Grab my flappy folds. Grab
Maybe you're right.
I'm sorry.
Grab my Terry folds. Grab my foldy holds. Grab my Terry flaps.
I don't want to get Terry in trouble, go too long with that. But
Help you myself.
He shut his mic off on that one. I mean, not his mic, his camera.
That was pretty good. So the other night on my I did a stream, and every time he said something about Terry versus Ohio, I was over here hitting the play going,
my Terry folds.
Did you see that comment there, Sovereign?
You see the video, Chille is now threatening to shoot anyone who comes near him with a gun. You blackmail off your friend. Yeah, I did hear him say something. If somebody came up to him, he would just start blowing hot lead and shit, which is, hey, y'all, hush.
I want to agree with Ed out there. He is absolutely right. Saying that I'm not an auditor like Amagansett Press and a few other ones that have a lot more following and get a lot more money than I do, that is nothing but a compliment to me. I set out to be exactly nothing like them whatsoever. As a matter of fact, I think if you watch me, you'll have a better example. That's my personal opinion, and it seems to be the opinion of most of my subscribers.
It's a town with fucking cops, for crying out loud. How much can you
fucking do? Inside a jewelry store and meddle with the people.
I would love to know that. What is all the did he try to blackmail or try to get us to take or did we take $500 to do an affidavit? Where's that coming from? Like,
throwing stuff out there, Sarah. It's just one comment.
Okay,
people just trying to make trouble. That's not true, and everybody knows it. I don't know you, and I know it ain't true. I know that. So
I appreciate that, and no, absolutely not. And
you're too sweet.
Money's just not that important to me.
That's the only good
It's
thing
really
about
not.
never really having any. If you don't really have a whole lot of money in your life, you don't have to feel like it's everything. We learn how to survive just fine with little to none.
Amen.
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 Yeah.
It took me 2 years.
Hey, Sovereign, I've got a comment here that I want you to pay attention to here.
Trifold man done to the tune. Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Yeah, I did.
I'll look for that. I'll have to look for that. That's funny.
I saw that. That was pretty good. Me and my old lady chuckled our asses off to it.
Oh,
I make crazy ass songs all the time, man. It's like one time I was playing Horse with No Name by America on my guitar. And I forgot the words, and so I called it Horse with No Legs and had a whole fucking
Hey, Sovereign,
did you see that comment, sir?
Oh, wait, say your dog is barking. You might check your driveway for a black.
And Sarah, Sarah, they were just asking if he had tried to blackmail you or offer you money to do that. They weren't saying that that's what happened. They were asking if that's what happened.
Got you. Yeah, I was trying to answer back to Laura. I read that comment, was trying to get it up here so I could answer her back, and I get it. Thank you for clearing that up, though. Appreciate it.
Hey, Sovereign, weren't you the one he sent all the disgusting pictures to? Was that you?
Yes.
I thought so. Yeah. I thought so.
Yeah, and the thing that was so remarkable about it, I mean, it takes quite a bit to shock me, you know.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, baby doll.
The first thing he sent was he pulled up his shirt and he had a picture of his abs, like, and that was after saying he wanted to fuck me and all this other, and he sent me that picture, and I was like, what is that supposed to be? So I'm looking, there's my dog, so I just took a picture of the dog's butthole and sent it back to him. I was like, and so then the next thing he did is he's like, oh, you want to fuck me and all this, and I was like, wait a second, I show you a dog's butthole and the first thing you think about is fucking me. What is wrong with you, bro? But yeah, and then he sent
now
me.
I remember, because when you sent me the picture of your butthole of your dog's ass, I spit Diet Coke all over the place. I remember that now. I never laughed so hard in my life when you sent a picture of your dog's butt. Oh my
I
God.
was like, what the fuck? You're just doing random pictures. Here's one. How you like that? Fucking weirdo.
Scott Huber says that's your most favorite comment or your most famous comment ever. Here's a picture of my dog's butthole.
My dog's butthole. Almost died.
Well, yeah, I don't know these things. Sometimes I don't know if I'm responsible for some of the things I do. I have to wonder. I'm left unsupervised too often, I think.
Somebody out there wants to know how he managed to get your number. Did you not contact him in order to help him?
Yeah. Well, what had happened was when I had helped out Derek Medley, my wife and I had both helped out Derek Medley, and he had thanked everybody and sent a thank you, and he'd done it through his phone, which of course left his phone number. And so through him, I got to talking, and I told him, I says, hey, Chille's fucking up, with this
Here,
thing.
can I read you a comment that Chille just sent me?
Yeah.
He's messaging me now. I want to go ahead and put this out there. So you're such a weak loser. You're going on troll channels. Controlled you. You're pathetic. You're going on channels that I've called you a child molester. Okay. I said, he said, you're going on channels. They called Sarah a prostitute. Ha ha ha. I said, whatever, dude, you turned on me and I never said anything like that. He said, you hung out with Chad Goo after the event on September 24th. You're pathetic, dude. For one, that never happened. You're going on troll channels. So funny, so typical. I got to block you now, man. Too bad he's already blocked.
Dinner with us. Chad didn't go to Fatty Patty with us.
I want to get to the good part real quick. He said, Tim, I could fucking destroy you and Chad together. You two pussies could fight me together and I beat both your asses. He said, now fuck off, dude. Anytime Chille says fuck off, you can expect like 20 more messages because it's never fuck off. It's just fuck off for you.
He's so fucking mad right now. He's raging. He's
blocking my number. Something calling me. You've made your decision, and I said, dude, I think someone needs to take their blood pressure beds. And then all this other crap.
Apparently in this day and age doesn't understand that right now we are auditing Chille, dumbass. That's what we're doing. We're auditing Chille. Just because you don't like it, I'll be honest, none of us here on this panel or in this chat really give a shit. So, that's what we're doing. We're auditing
I just want to
Chille.
say that whenever someone, messaged me and said, hey, Chille's talking crap about you on his channel, and I didn't think it was going to be like the psychotic rant that I saw. Like, I took screenshots of his facial expressions. He was freaking off the wire, dude. I mean, this dude is literally out of his fucking mind.
That's from him taking all them bumps.
Hey, Chille, I know you're watching right now, you little bitch. I know you're watching. You're watching, aren't you? Chille De Castro, Chilito De Castro.
But yeah, because I said that I respect someone for raising money for kids as a person. I'm a dunce cap. I'm an idiot. I'm a retard. The cops are going to get horny. They're going to fill up my girl. And no, he takes it to whole other levels. And the only thing I said back to him was, hey, man, I said, I've fought people 3 times my size and won. And I don't run around and brag about it. I said, anybody who has to tell people they can fight usually can't. And I said, your fucking ego blows my mind. Blah, blah, blah. I said, dude, I've been all over this country. I work my ass off. I work my fingers to the bone until they bleed. I said, I have a bad knee too, but it doesn't stop me from, I said, but that wouldn't stop me from whipping somebody's ass if they needed it, especially if they were not even on my level, as you put it. Because remember, he said Chad Goo isn't even on his level, like not even close, not even like, he talks like he can whip the dude with his freaking pinky. And I'm not taking sides on some stupid MMA fight, but in my opinion, when you have to tell somebody you're tough, you're usually not that tough. Like I said, it's like McDonald's putting a sign out front that says, we guarantee you we use 100% all beef patties. Well, what the fuck is a hamburger supposed to be? That's an eye opener. Like, that makes you think, well, maybe they're not using beef, but they have to tell you that they are.
Actually, I want to make a comment here because I have seen McDonald's trucks that say made with 100% USDA grade A beef. It doesn't say made of. So made with, it might have. You never know what the hell's in a McDonald's burger. That's just my opinion.
I just want to put my opinion in there. I am taking sides. If he would have showed up to that fight, and just like I told everybody, he's not showing up. He's a pussy ass bitch. All he can do is run his mouth. He's a keyboard warrior, telephone warrior, text message stuff guy. If he would have showed up, Chad would have fucked that dude up, plain and simple. That's why he didn't show up. That is exactly why he didn't show up. Because he knew the world was about to see him get his ass handled by Chad Goo.
Now Sarah and I both have graduated to troll status. Keep that in mind. We're trolls now.
Is he still sending you shit? Is he still
blood pressure? If Chille's blood pressure actually went up, it was simply because he's a puss. He's a puss, and he was scared shitless of Chad. And I got to be honest, if I had to crawl in the cage with Chad, my blood pressure would probably went up a few points too. He is a big guy.
Hey,
and Chille is like
you shit, TJ? Is he still sending you shit, TJ?
Say that again.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he just said he was gonna block me because I'm going on troll channels. And I gotta say, like, I don't know, man. A lot of people were telling us that this dude was a freaking psycho.
Am I a troll now?
He would turn on us the minute we didn't do what he asked us to do or some shit like that. We didn't listen to those people. I mean, I kept it in the back of my head. I actually warned Sarah a few times that I think we're dealing with a freaking loose cannon here. But we kept on giving the guy the benefit of the doubt. And my anger for him didn't come from the fact that he didn't help us like he said he would. It came from the fact that he went on his channel and made an entire video about how fucking weak I am and how much of a freaking loser I am, and I'm a dunce cap. And I mean, not just that, but just the expressions and the level of anger that he expressed in that video
and then
told me that he never gave two shits about me, because I would never speak like that, even to someone who did me wrong, if they were a close friend or someone that I even cared about enough to try to change their mind or to try to talk it out with. You know, this dude never gave a shit about neither one of us. And he proved that the day I walked in from work and he was screaming at my girl, literally pushing her, trying to make her cry. When she's trying to talk, he's, no, you did this, you did that, because she's so awful, because she asked for him to pay attention to the goal that he was supposed to be working on, not raising money for his law partner and this auditor that he's trying to collude with, because he tries to collude with these auditors that are real auditors that go out and risk themselves and risk, their safety to record cops that they know are crooked. And
he's clout chasing, TJ. He's clout
Guys,
chasing.
exactly.
He goes after the big channel and wants to be
He's going to say that about us, of course, but I mean, I don't care. I'm just speaking my mind.
I say, I got to break in. We're at 9 o'clock. I got to get off here. I've got a couple things to do because I've got to make it over to Sovereign's channel at 9:30. If somebody will throw that link up in the chat really quick so everybody knows where to join us over there. We're going to talk about the Mandela effect tonight on Tinfoil Hat Tuesday. And I want to make sure that Chille hears me saying this. Someday, your elephant mouth is going to write a check that your tiny little canary ass is not going to be able to cash, and somebody's going to be right there to call you on that bounce check sign. Know that.
Yeah, man.
Well,
Hey, Terry,
all right.
make sure you send me that link.
I'm going to give everybody a chance to say something here before we jump off here. So, Navy Girl, it's been a pleasure having you for the first time. Do you have anything to leave us with tonight?
I'm going to leave on a positive. It's nice to meet y'all, and I look forward to talking to you more in the future. So I'm going to leave on a positive.
You are welcome here anytime, and if you want to jump over to Sovereign's channel, we'll be on at 9:30. You can jump up there with us, possibly. That'll be up to Sovereign, but you can definitely hang out. We'll talk about all kinds of crazy stuff.
Definitely nice to talk with you, Navy Girl.
You too, sweetheart. You too. You're a sweet, sweet person. Don't ever change.
Thank you.
All righty, Sovereign Soul, Unchained Mind. You have something to leave us with tonight?
Oh, just wanted to say, Chille, if you're watching, dude, your shit's history, bro. Your shit is about history. You can't just do that to people, man, and expect no repercussions out of it. And I do this better than you. I do that. I own that now, so fuck you.
I want to give a shout out to My Brain Hurts for $10. Says I keep waiting for Chille to threaten to sweep someone's leg. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. If Chille ever challenges you, trap his knee. Trap his knee. He'll go down like a sack of potatoes, as they say. I guarantee it.
So,
all righty, American Pride, Ohio. Is there something you'd like to say tonight, sir?
Yeah, I'm pretty much gonna be like Navy Girl. I'm gonna leave on a positive note. I mean, just talking about Chille just rises my damn blood pressure. I mean, I just want to pop his fucking neck off his shoulders. But I won't. But Navy Girl, it's nice meeting you.
You too.
The Sav, IA, you already know better, Jeebus. But send me that link and I'll jump on with you, Sav.
All right. I just wanted to tell Navy Girl too. I just put the link in the private chat up here for my upcoming stream. So if y'all want to go in there and get it from there, I did that because I only have Jeebus and Ironton, and I think I might have APO on my messenger, but I know I didn't have Navy Girl, so this way I know everybody can get it. So.
Thank you. I'll try to make it. Everybody, can I just say this real quick? Anybody a baseball fan? Aaron Judge, Yankees just broke Roger Maris's home run record.
Wow.
I'm a big baseball fan. So.
Hey, I'm gonna say my goodbye for now for Tim and I. And my only leaving comment is that Tim and I are still here for people. If you need to get a hold of us or want to get a hold of us and ask questions, please come straight to the horse's mouth. And for Mr. DeCastro, man, I love you, Chille. I pray for you every single night, and I hope that one day you'll see the error of your ways. I don't think you're a horrible person. I just think you have a blinding ego, and maybe one day you'll lose that, and then you'll get on the right track.
I'm going to pop in and out of Kate's stream during mine because apparently she's moved it to 9:30, which is the same time as mine. So I'll be popping in and out of there to see what's going on, and you know, when big things happen, then we'll break in and do that. We'll look at
we appreciate everybody, and thankful that, like Terry said, I've had the opportunity to meet and talk to so many awesome, wonderful people, and I'm grateful, and I love you all. I really do. I appreciate you. I better go cook my old man some dinner. I know he's hungry. I just got home, so that's what we're going to do, and we will talk to you all later.
All right. We appreciate you for coming. Thank you.
Thanks, Terry, for having us. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
And, you know, I want to say that I don't hate Chille, but, buddy, I don't like you a bit. I have no love or like for you whatsoever from the top of your head to the sole of your feet. I can't stand you. Your nails are like, your voice is like nails down a chalkboard to me. I don't like you a bit, and I don't think that most people do. But anyway, I want to say hello and goodbye to everybody out there in the chat. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for everybody that has been and is now on my channel. I appreciate you all. Everybody have a great night, and we'll catch you at 9:30 on Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind for Tinfoil Hat Tuesday. So y'all have a great evening, and you'll see us there.
Bye-bye.
Auf Wiedersehen.